Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, theys, and everybody in between. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I am the hostess with the mostest, with the cutest bronchitis out there. The shaman of ShElite, Miss Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby.
And joining me, of course, I got a deep breath here, my lovely co-host.
Yes.
The Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire breathing, the Rhodes family in the spice of life, the sassy senor that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my widow devil Adam Cole, baby. Miss Y2 Garcia, Savannah. Savannah, how are you?
I was going to say really quick, the maybe newly sort of turned heel Hangman Page.
Per slaps.
We might have gone a double turn last night on Dynamite, which I'm not going to lie, I'm all here for it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Swerve is so goddamn over anyway. And heel Hangman?
You know why he's a heel? It's the mustache.
I knew it. I should have known. Like, when he started, and he's really, committing to it. He's so much so that he's trimming the beard, so the mustache really just stands out.
It's the power of the mustache.
And it's glorious. It's glorious. I love it. So, yeah. But, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that little tidbit in there.
Oh, of course.
My Adam's a little bit of a devil himself, I guess.
He a devil, he a devil, bitch, he a rebel.
I know, right?
Of course. Yeah, so for those wondering why I said what I said during my part, so if you recall, 2 weeks ago, it was the sickly showcase and I wasn't feeling the best, and then last week I was struggling. So your girl went to Med Express on Sunday, and they said, hey, guess what? You have acute bronchitis. I said, oh, fun. Good. Love that for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks. She wanted to give me an x-ray, but they had no x-ray tech there, so they couldn't. So that was fun. I've been on a steroid since Sunday. Today's my last day for it. I have a cough suppressant that I don't know how to pronounce because it's too many words. And then I got an inhaler for the first time. So
Inhaler
gang. Inhaler gang. But it wasn't gonna stop me. I still have been podcasting continuously since the official diagnosis. Yeah. I don't care. What's going on over here? Matt said, I've been working since 10, haven't been on Twitter. How did the press conference go? Press conference hasn't happened yet, actually.
It's about to happen.
Happening in about a half an hour. If, I told Savannah before we went live and or pre-show, that if it happens while we're still going, then I'll try and keep updated as best as I can. Hello, Alice, my dear. Okay. For those watching us live, twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. Thank you. You can subscribe. It's only a few bucks a month. Or if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. And the gaming gets you a free subscription every month to your favorite Twitch streamers. Us.
It should be us. Come on now.
It's us. If it's not us.
We're not asking. We're telling you it's us.
Yeah, we're not asking, we're telling. It's us. Sorry. So you can do that. And you can just follow us, then you get notified when we go live on Twitch. Same thing with youtube.com/ShElite Showcase, where if you subscribe, that is free. To subscribe, to like, to comment, to watch previous VODs, all of our past live streams since September-ish is when we got StreamYard. You can check all that stuff out. Again, subscribe, please. We were at a little plateau. Let's skyrocket back up. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends to tell a friend
to tell their family. Oh, yeah.
Everybody. Tell all the people that you know. Subscribe. And patreon.com/ShElite Showcase, where typically, if I wasn't feeling like shit, there'd be something this month, but I'm going to wait until I'm a little better to do something.
Yeah, I was going to say, give yourself a break.
Break, don't know her, but you can check out previous non-wrestling stuff over there. That's $3 a month if you'd like to. I think I was going to say something else, and now I don't remember. Oh, these. Black Lives Matter. Because they do. Always. But specifically this month, because it is February, it's Black History Month. This specific tee, this is the Wolfpack NWO inspired Black Lives Matter tee from our friends at Young Kings Wrestling, which I'll say it. Hopefully he still shows up next week. Reek is going to join us next week for the show.
Oh, he's the advocate. He has to show up. Come on.
Yeah, he was supposed to be here this week, but stuff came up, and I was like, that's no problem. We'll switch it to next week. No problem. So he will be joining us next week. That'll be fun. But you can go ykwrestling.com, go support our boys over there, and you get some cool merch. They got like sweatshirts, hoodies, tank tops, long sleeves, different styles. They got it all. Go do it. And like you can get some of our merch too. Like we have some stuff up there. It's not like the best, but like you can go get some ShEliteShowcase.com. Just get some stuff. You know?
Why not?
The girls are gonna make a little bit of money before Mania. Go buy some merch from us, please. Damn. It's not asking for a lot. Like a sticker, for fuck's sake. I don't care.
You can put your sticker anywhere.
Surprisingly enough, I don't have a sticker of ours, and I need to actually order myself one because I keep forgetting to. Like our logo.
Yeah.
I should have just like did it when I was doing everything else, when I was creating everything, but no, I forgot.
It's okay. You're the hardest working woman in podcasting. You're busy.
That's true. I podcast during COVID, when I had COVID, and when I had bronchitis.
Dang. There's no stopping Katie.
Ain't no stopping me now. Nice little throwback. Oh, what a good fucking theme that was, too.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Anything you want to discuss before I jump into all these goddamn news and rumors?
Anything I want to discuss? Well,
okay.
Okay, so I couldn't help myself. It's because I work on Fridays, Friday nights specifically. You know, I do the PWL stuff, so every Friday. Well, yeah, Friday nights. So I don't get to watch pretty much anything live on Friday. So no SmackDown, no Rampage, which I was never really watching to begin with. But but my boys, the Young Bucks, have new Tron's new entrance music. So I looked up the spoilers. I couldn't help myself. I was like, I couldn't wait. I'm just saying. It's their new entrance, and to be fair, okay, it was like a fan recorded video, and what you could hear all the crowds and like the environment, the acoustics weren't the best, so you couldn't really hear much. Yeah, exactly. Nobody watches Rampage, but it sounds like Katie. I think they sent it in like the Instagram chat with like the 6 of us.
I saw you. I saw what you said.
It sounds like Stardust's theme, and you can like just go like if you like. Maybe you don't gotta watch Rampage, but somehow find your way to watch the entrance of the Young Bucks. Their new theme song sounds like Stardust.
So, like, you guys said that, and Matt said nobody watches Rampage, even AW. I try to. If something catches my eye, like when they're doing, like, you know, saying all the shit in the thing, I'm like, yeah, sure. And a lot of the times I just have it on, and then I'm like on TikTok or like, on my phone.
And that's how it used to be for me. But again, I'm just usually busy, especially now.
Well, yeah, you're busy now. Like,
yeah. So, but like on Fridays nights, especially, I'm like, I'm not doing shit. Like, I'm not even online. I'm off the grid for the most part. So yeah,
I'm hiding.
Yeah. Every Friday night. So I really can't watch Rampage now. But I had to look for the spoilers, and I was just like, this sounds like Stardust. It sounds like fucking Stardust.
I have to like listen to it, or I mean, I'll just wait until Friday. It's literally tomorrow.
Just play and I need you to let me know. Just like even if you just text me really quick, be like, yeah, you right or no, you fucking crazy.
I will. I'll make my reappearance in the group chat like randomly and be like, yeah, Savannah's right. Or Savannah's wrong.
Or
I haven't talked in
yeah.
that group chat, and I haven't talked in that group chat in a fucking year and a half, probably. But like,
I rarely talk. It's because me, Brooke, and Jaylee have our own chat.
yeah,
I won't lie,
y'all got
so-
your own, and I don't really like go on.
No, that's fine. You don't really
Instagram
do
anymore.
Insta anyway, yeah. Well, your
Not really.
personal, yes, but not the wrestling one.
Yeah.
Which fair enough, but yeah.
Yeah. Savannah knows.
Yeah, I just had to point that out because I'm just
No,
like, it's still in my head. I'm like Stardust.
It's I get it. It's fun. It's a fun time. I haven't listened to it yet. I tried to, but like I was at work and I couldn't really hear anything.
No, and
So,
again, it's a
when
fan video, so it's not the best quality sound.
When I do watch tomorrow, because again, we record on Thursdays for those who are unaware.
Yeah.
So Friday, tomorrow, I will watch Rampage and I will listen. All right, let's dive in here because we got quite a bit of news and rumors here. And again, this press conference for WrestleMania 40 is in 20 minutes as we record this. So I will, again, if once it hits 7 o'clock, I'll kind of see what's going on, give it a few minutes, I'll check occasionally. And like Savannah and I said, worst case scenario, we talk about it next week because everything happens during our show or after or Fridays.
Exactly. Always happens. Never fails.
No, never. All right. So a few months ago, possibly a year ago, do you remember when I was telling you like Rollins was going to be in that new Captain America movie?
Nice. Yeah.
So Seth Rollins was supposed to be in the new Captain America Brave New World movie. However, it has been said oh, what's up, J-Man? Okay, what up? The man behind all of the music on ShElite and Creation World and Young Kings and
the musical mastermind. That's what I call him.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
Jaylan. Happy here, what's up, homie? Yeah, so Rollins and the whole like Serpent Society, like that evil group he was a part of, has been allegedly edited out of the movie, which that fucking sucks.
That does.
Excited.
Wouldn't be the second time, or I don't know. Maybe this is how it was the whole time. Because it kind of reminds me. An Iron Claw. Spoiler if you haven't seen it. It's been out for like well over. Yeah, it's been out. Yeah, so if you haven't watched it, not my fault. But they either it was never meant to be that big of a role, or they just cut it out. But MJF was not. Yeah, he was not like he was like his silhouette was there, but that's it.
Yeah, it was interesting how they shot it. He was like kind of in the forefront, but like also not really in the forefront because like it was focusing on Zac Efron in the back.
Exactly. So I'm like, I don't know if this is what they were doing all along or if dude got edited out.
I mean, we don't like they never like specified. They were never like Maxwell Jacob Friedman has huge role in Iron Claw. Like
no, but why even put him in the cast? Like even when you look up Iron Claw cast right now. It's like the first, like within the first couple of rows of people, like, oh, he played Lance Von Erich. So you would think he'd at least have a line or something. But
yeah.
So yeah, I'm like this. Again, either that's how it was supposed to be, or that's another wrestler who got snubbed in a movie.
Yeah, I mean, probably both.
Sucks. I wanted to see Seth as a Marvel villain.
I know, like that. I mean, hopefully he'll get another chance, or they'll figure it out.
I'm like, maybe that's their marketing tactic. Like, let's get the wrestling fans to see if it's true. They got to see it to believe
wrestling
it.
Fans pissed off, but like y'all, Marvel, you don't have to do that. We do that amongst ourselves.
Not even that, but like we'll still go and see it just for Seth Rollins.
Allison said he had a monologue, but they edited it out.
Boo! Did he do his crazy laugh too many times? What happened?
Probably. I mean, we could have just had his monologue instead, but no, we got Ric Flair's weird ass actor in the movie, and that was awful. Awful. And I hate Ric Flair, but like that was awful acting. Like Jesus, guys. Anyways, so Montez Ford. We know Montez Ford. Lovely man. Lovely gentleman. I finally watched Love in WWE. Cutest show. I loved it.
Oh, is that their reality show?
Yeah, on Hulu. 8 episodes.
Oh, shit. All 8 hours or just one?
All 8. I took the day off on Tuesday because I was,
I need to
so
binge
I
watch
watched
all
it
of
all.
them. I
Oh,
need to binge.
I love it.
I love me some wrestling. I love me some wrestling reality TV. So
Me too. It definitely gave me it was giving Total Divas vibes, and I was so into it.
dude, I love me some Total Divas for sure.
Me too. I love it. But he released an album. He dropped a rap album called "God Is Good" on Spotify. Nobody expected it. I mean, he tweets it all the time. God is good because y'all see Bianca because goddamn, he's correct. That's a lucky fucking man. And AJ Francis, we knew him as Top Dollar, was featured on a few tracks and helped produce some of the tracks. I haven't listened to it yet because I haven't really had time. I heard it was pretty decent for a rap album, and he's talking about smoking weed on one of the songs, and I was like, shit, okay, Des.
I was like, not expected, but okay.
It's like, pop the fuck off, I guess. Sure. Go ahead.
I have not listened to it because I did not know that was a thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I did not know.
I saw it on Twitter. So.
Got you. I'm never on Twitter. I'm hardly on Twitter.
That's just how this team goes,
Yeah. Instagram, Twitter.
Exactly. But you're young, you have TikTok.
I've also I don't. Well, I have a TikTok. I just don't use it. I don't go on TikTok.
Okay. So this might be this. Okay, this might have taken a turn. So there was a sound that went around. I don't remember how long ago it was. I don't know what it's from either. But it basically was like, what on earth is going on in the House of Commons? And it was some British guy saying it. And it describes perfectly what the fuck has happened this past week in wrestling.
Okay.
I literally named it House of Commons, and I put a bracket because this was a reminder to myself. We're gonna narrow this shit down because a lot has happened in a lot of different companies in a week span. Mind you, it is the second month and the second week of the second month, guys.
Dang, it feels like it. It feels like we've been in 2024 for 4 months already.
January was 8 months long, and I don't understand.
I know January took goddamn long to freaking get over with.
January I was getting ready to throw hands with January. That shit lasted.
January was ruthless, man. January just threw you to the ground and just kept kicking you, bro. You were already dead, and he was just kicking you while you were already.
It was get on the ground, motherfucker. Ground. Literally, that's how I felt. I was getting beat up by the school bully. That was January. But I brought up the press conference. Everybody's pissed in some way, shape, or form about Dwayne The Rock Johnson showing up on SmackDown, supposedly maybe taking Cody's place at WrestleMania. Again, we don't know what's actually going to happen at this press conference, so I'm not going to say he officially did, and I never saw a graphic, so I'm going to be a Delulu bitch for a hot minute. But the amount of death threats sent to Rock,
oh boy, yeah,
Cody, Rock's daughter, other wrestlers not involved in the drama, not needed. Wishing Roman's cancer to return, big no-no. Big fucking no-no. Apparently planning, quote, wrestling rallies because hashtag we want Cody. It's all in quotes for those who are listening. You all need to, I'm not kidding. Not only do you need to go touch some grass because you all are sick, you need to go seek professional mental help.
I feel like they're too far gone if they think that talking shit like that is okay. Oh yeah, let me tweet that, or because I say tweet because it's probably more than likely happening on fucking Twitter.
It's always
but it's the fact that they type it out and they think, yeah, this is okay for me to share. I can sleep at night despite sharing this and sending such horrible wishes to someone who I don't even fucking know personally. A wrestler who plays a fucking character, might I add. That's just insanity.
The way Allison said people are fucking ridiculous. Agreed. Estoy aquí. Hola, Will.
Hi, Will.
The way I described it on Snag and Raw on Saturday is people are getting mad at a scripted show for things that they don't like. Now, listen, I am the type of person where I get emotionally attached to characters. Of course, I am a female. I am very emotional. I am aware. I know. I have like, you know, attachments to certain characters in the shows and movies I watch.
As do I.
The books I read, etc., etc. Do I cry sometimes when things happen to them? Of course. Sometimes they're happy, sometimes they're sad tears. That happens. Those are emotions, people. We have those. You ever seen Inside Out? We have a lot of them. There's a second movie coming out this year. We have more emotions than you know. It's crazy. But taking it to the extremes that these people have is astronomical. I tweeted it the other day that it makes me sick and kind of like upset to be called a wrestling fan because of these people. Because they're not even, quote, wrestling fans. They're just sickos. And they're fucking disgusting.
You can't call yourself
a... What? No. I know. Us being attached to people? No way.
I know. No. Really?
No.
Like, don't even let me point the camera to the Bucks wall, bro. That's a whole other story. But they're not even fans. Back to the main point. They are not fans. You can't call yourself a fan if you are so willing to be that disgusting towards the very people that are like risking their lives day in, day out.
Supposing to entertain you.
Yes, exactly. Sacrificing time with their families, you know, like a lot of them are parents spending time away from their kids to entertain your ungrateful ass. Like, come on now.
It's so, like, I 9 times out of 10, I hate the IWC because they're all just crazy. This past week has been insane. I kind of just like scroll and ignore a bunch of people. I haven't blocked anybody yet. It might get to that point soon, who even knows. But I was just like, y'all need Jesus. That's why it says the thing at the top. It says, stop it, get some help. At all of these fans. That might be the title of the episode. I haven't decided yet.
Bro, like, I don't even think Jesus would be like, hell no. Like, I don't even want to.
He said, I don't want this shit. Y'all.
Yeah, like, y'all are fucking crazy, bro. Like, even hell's too nice for y'all.
Hell? I know her very well. Hell and I are going to be besties.
That's okay. I know I have a spot reserved for me in there.
We all got spots there, baby. We're all going downtown. Very excited. So that happened on Friday and has continued throughout the week because people are crazy. And then the executive producer, I guess, of Stardom, I think his name is, I'm going to mispronounce his last name, or his first name probably. I think it's Rossi Ogawa. The naming, I'm probably mispronouncing everything. He was released from his position the other day, I think Monday, and people were like, what the fuck? And like that's caused a lot of like confusion as to the future of Stardom, and people like the Stardom wrestlers who were very close to him, and he was apparently like poaching talent, and there's a whole lot going on over there.
I kind of briefly read on that, but all in all, I was just confused. I was like, what is going on?
Oh, I had no fucking idea, but I was like, I'm gonna include it because like this is adding to the what on earth is going on here shit. And then the latest thing in that clusterfuck, Scott D'Amore, who was the president of TNA, was fired like 2 days ago.
Yeah, everyone getting fired, bro. Pink slips all around.
Like, what did you all do? You all did something. Why are you all being fired right now?
Vince gets canned and now no one's safe. Vince gets canned and no one's safe.
Honestly, that's basically how it is. But like that old fucker needed to go a long time ago.
No, trust me, I know. But they're probably like, oh shit. Like if this is happening to Vince, bro, if Vince is actually getting shit, like, you know, they're actually doing something about it. They're like,
they're going for it. Like,
I'm not saying. Okay, let me just clarify. I'm not saying that, you know, D'Amore and like Stardom guy. Because trust me, I don't watch Stardom enough to know the guy's name. I'm not saying they have dirt on them. I'm just saying it would be pretty not funny, but like
it's suspicious timing.
Yeah, I was like a little sus. Just saying, but I'm not saying that it's the truth or that's what's going on. But
no, we don't speculate over here, and like we don't charge people $5 to speculate.
We ain't dirt sheets.
I'm not charging people like what $13 for speculation. Yeah, that ain't me. That ain't us. No. God, it's like that cough is just like sitting right here and it won't come out fully. It's the worst. Yeah, so that's all suspicious. And then like John Laurinaitis has like been coming through and like saying a bunch of shit that like we already knew was true, specifically about like Ashley, rest in peace, beautiful soul, and basically saying like all the shit that happened to her was true. And I'm like, we fucking knew that, and like shit should have been done like, you know, years ago when it happened. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm still mad about it.
Again, maybe it's because, okay, I personally have not read like deeply into it, so maybe there's just information I do not know. But what does him confirming what we all knew again about Ashley, you know, Ashley's horrible situation, what does him confirming it like have to do to save his ass? Like, how is that gonna like free him from any like?
I don't know if it'll necessarily like quote unquote free him, but it puts even more there's a word I'm trying to think of. Provable evidence towards Vince and the covering up of things and that kind of aspect.
I guess it's true, but I guess it could also be a little like if he's trying to save face, it really could really come back to bite him because it's like, well, why the fuck didn't you do something? If you knew all this was covered up, you knew this was happening, why didn't you stand up for her? Like, why did you allow it to get covered up? You could have spoken out. You could have said something.
And a lot of people like were talking about it from kind of what I've seen, because I've also avoided that topic completely because like that shit hurts my soul because she was so innocent. It's like we don't know who exactly was management during that time frame. So like that's also probably what he's trying to like narratively push.
If he knows enough to know that it's true. Like he's confident enough to put it out there that it's true. I still don't think that makes him look any better.
Oh, no, they're both going straight to jail, under the jail.
And he could, again, he could have done something about it. He could have spoken up, and it's like, it kind of pisses me off a little bit that he waits until people are getting on him. He's facing repercussions that he's like, oh, well, you know, that's when he decides to, like, do something about it, say something about it. It's like,
that's why a lot of people were like, don't let her name be just another round in the bullet, like in the everything, like the whole thing fucking
like it just makes me upset that they're finally like saying this was true, even though they were trying to cover it up or trying to like bypass it, whatever they were doing. The fact is that it took him getting this situation thrown on him to finally say like, it's true, like we knew it was true and stuff.
Completely ridiculous, and
it is.
I hate it all. And also WWE wants you pay her daughter and everything because you're all fucking scum. All of you. You know who you are. I brought up the word bullet. So Cash Wheeler.
Oh my god. What a segue.
I know.
Okay.
I kind of had a plan, but I was ready. So y'all remember, you know, Fear the Revolver.
FTR gun.
All of that, all of those jokes we were making. So Cash Wheeler was, you know, arrested a little bit before All In Improv, and no, there was a lot going on. They have decided to move forward with his case for aggravated assault. The court date is February 20th.
Oh my god, that's like in like a couple weeks.
That's in a few weeks.
My god!
They have decided to move forward with the aggravated assault charge. I don't know what that means. There has not been any. There's not been anything said from Cash or AW or anyone representing those parties. Oh boy, that's what I mean. What a fucking world we're living in, folks.
So many different directions, like, you know, some very deep shit, and then you have shit like this where it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then we have some good shit that's also come out of like some stuff. Brian Pillman's daughter, I believe her name's Brittany, posted on her Instagram saying that WWE and the Pillman estate have come to an agreement. So we'll be getting like new Brian Pillman merch and WWE related things. And I think that's really cool, especially with Pillman Jr., Lexus King, being in NXT right now and like back with the company and doing stuff with Pillman's name. I think that's really cool. And that's got to feel good for like Brittany and Junior and everything like that. So I thought that was really cool, and that was really nice to see.
Okay, like that.
That it seems that they've come to a nice agreement of sorts. I don't necessarily know like what all I couldn't read it because it was like a screenshot of something, so I'll have to like go back and try and read it all. But I did see like merchandise specifically. So if you ever wanted a Brian Pillman shirt, guys, your chance might be coming soon. You know?
Okay.
All right, let's get to some more AEW news. So TK's announcement.
Oh, the big announcement that had to take up airtime because
the big announcement. The biggest announcement. Because it's big business, Savannah.
It couldn't have just been a fucking tweet.
No, and that's exactly what we said last week. We said if it's not Mercedes, which like it kind of was alluding to Mercedes, or Okada, or if it was not one of those two, it could have just been tweeted. And we were correct because TK stands there with a microphone, twitching out because he's crazy. Spastic looking motherfucker. Being like, I'm so excited to announce, like barely blinking, that
he doesn't blink. The dude does not blink.
It's insane. Basically, he was like, AEW is coming to TD Garden in Boston. We're gonna have this show, big business, March 13th. And we were like, okay, cool. And he was like, it's gonna be the most important night in sports.
Unforgettable moment, yeah.
Unforgettable moment. First of all, if you look on the graphic, Boston is spelled BO $TON, making people assume that Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, formerly known as The Boss, will be debuting at that show. She also is from Boston. A lot of people are putting fucking dots together. Which, cool. You could have just announced her now. Well, I know it's
even if you didn't announce it, just tweet, hey, we're going to have a big show, March 13th, big business, get your tickets this day. You did not need to use airtime for that. Also, the only reason why it's going to be unforgettable is because it is Executive Vice President Matthew Ron John's birthday that same day. I hope they do some shit like that. Even if it's like, yeah, I'm not going to show up because it's my birthday. And Brooke and Jaylee talked about this. We're like, Matt is going to be gone because it's his birthday and he has better shit to do. And Nick's going to go around finding every single person who either didn't say happy birthday to Matt or didn't know it's his birthday or didn't get him something, which I think is pretty funny. I think it'd be pretty hilarious. Like if he goes up to like someone and he's like, did you wish Matthew a happy birthday? And he's like, it's Matthew's birthday. That's $500, you know, pay honestly, it tonight.
That's some shit they would probably do. That was really crazy.
That's funny.
No, it's, and especially with, leading into my next point, new AEW World Tag Team Champions, Sting and Darby Allin. Now, guys,
look.
Sting is retiring in less than a month. You're really just going to like have them hold the titles for 3 weeks and then
they've done it. They've done it to those poor tag titles before, Katie. They have done it to those poor tag titles before.
It's true, but like, damn, y'all gonna make Sting lose in his retirement match? That's crazy.
All along.
I probably, honestly, I don't even know. But yeah, they.
You know who to who?
They're gonna lose them to.
That's why I'm wearing the bloody ass shirt. I thought this was an impulse buy, but after last night, I'm like, no, I knew what I was fucking doing when I bought this shirt. All right.
Subconsciously, you knew.
I just knew, guys. I knew that this would happen.
Also, we're both doing like black and red, and I kind of love that.
I know. I noticed that too. I was like, look at us. Like, we didn't plan this, guys. This was all coincidence.
I love when that happens for us. You know, it's the little victories.
Yeah, exactly.
Little victories. Yeah. Like next week's like gonna be like a little. I'm gonna dress all cute because Valentine's Day.
Should I wear pink?
You can wear pink. I don't know what I'm wearing yet. I have to shopping this weekend anyway.
I only have one pink wrestling shirt. And it's a Kenny one, but or you know I can wear probably it's because the one you got me for my birthday. I love wearing it, but it says on Wednesdays we watch wrestling, which we don't record on Wednesdays. So that's okay. Okay, I'll think about it. We'll see.
They don't have to know. But was there any news in there that I forgot to mention?
I don't know if this happened. I think it happened this week. I saw it online. I think it was this week. If not, then I'm just a little late to the party. But I saw that Liv Morgan, her charges when she was arrested, they got dropped, which is good, you know.
I mean, the complete opposite of Cash Wheelers.
Yeah, because when you brought that up, I thought you were going to bring up Liv Morgan next, but I was like, oh, good for her. You know, the charges got dropped, you know.
She had to pay like a $540 fine or something, and she's Gucci.
Yeah, so I was like, whatever. But yeah, I saw that too. So I also
There's a lot
saw
of
that
things.
people are speculating, because that's what wrestling internet loves to do.
Yes, they do.
That big business could either, well, not either, it probably will be Mercedes Moné, but it could also be Okada. People are like, it's gonna be both of them, which, I mean, you know me, I love me some fucking Okada, so I would not be mad at that. So just see. Also, like,
be a time.
Really quick. Oh, no. I'll talk about it in a bit. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
I have my Twitter ready. I will be updating it ever so often. It is 5 after 7 for those unaware. So I will keep updated with that. I saw that there was a video package for the press conference. That's about all I've seen so far.
Okay.
I'll drop some knowledge here and there. I also have a man on the inside. We have TC there in person, who just sent a very nice picture in our group chat on Twitter of the stage. He's pretty damn close, actually. Nice. Okay, so while that's happening, today in women's wrestling history, today being February 8th, I found MLW. Because I feel like I've heard that before. I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, shit, MLW? It was their road to the World Championship in 2018. The voice crack and all. 18. Makes it better, honestly. We had 2 women's matches. We had Santana Garrett defeating Lacey Lane. We all now know her as Kaden Carter. Love Kaden Carter in this house. And I'm not going to be able to do it. Chelsea Green. It's not the same because I'm sick. Defeated Priscilla Kelly. We all now know her as Gigi Dolan. So, I was really struggling to find like a good card or something for this week, but I'll try again next week. We'll keep going. We'll keep on trucking. Yes, ma'am.
I have something for today in women's wrestling history.
Go ahead.
Last year at Dynamite in El Paso, Texas, because those motherfuckers are never coming back, Jamie Hayter successfully defended the AEW Women's Championship against the Bunny. Dope ass match. I freaking loved it. So, boom. That happened on today on women's wrestling history last year.
There we go. Savannah was there. She witnessed it. It's different when you're there in person.
Yes. I had to quickly fact check to see. I was like, to make sure it was the Bunny. I was pretty sure. I just had to check my pictures. And sure enough, there she is.
There she is.
But yeah. Because I have to enjoy the moment that was last year, because those motherfuckers ain't never coming back. Apparently, they're now trying to focus on bigger arenas. I'm like, you fuckers can't fill the bigger arenas. I'm being a hater. I'm being a hater. I'm sorry. Hater, like Jamie Hater. But like, come on. We had a fucking stacked, building. And if you really want to go for a bigger building, we have Don Haskins, which is the basketball arena that our college has. That's where, you know what, Tony Khan? That's where WWE fucking goes. So you know what? You want to be better than them? Show up there, okay? Oh, no. And we'll fucking show up, because trust me, those live events that aren't even televised get fucking packed as hell. Super packed. So you should probably reconsider coming back to El Paso. Please and thank you. And my birthday this year is on a fucking Wednesday. So please, if you must, April 17th, Wednesday.
Oh. There you go. Hold on. I'm going to click on the video. Okay. And that way I'm turning my sound off. But that way I can see what's going on.
Understood.
I did see that Big E is there.
Yeah.
We love Big E here.
Yes, we do.
We stand Big E. Wish he could have showed up in the Rumble, but completely understandable. Man's got to be cleared 100%. Yeah, I think I saw something saying that he's there so Punk doesn't get fined. I think that's what Jesus tweeted. I was like, oh, that's
God damn it. Okay. He's gonna
say I do have the sound on a little bit, but it should be fine because we're gonna be talking. So.
Oh, you can barely hear it. So we're talking. Okay. Then yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's Pat McAfee talking right now, so hopefully we won't get copyright.
Tony Khan, we'll be fine. Motherfucker, come back.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said. You know what else she says? Her wrestlers of the week, because it's your turn to go first.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! I was so worked up about motherfucker coming back. All right. So my tag team, I have one. Okay, well, technically 2, but I'm gonna start.
Technically one is.
I know they. Oh man, motherfuckers wore white suits which was
Yes.
real. I think was a smart decision because they got blood all over them. Ooh, my boys, the Young Bucks. People fucking hate them, and I think it's amazing because people like
really despise them.
And it's funny now because the haters who have always hated them, they're just being worked now. I've said this before, you know.
You said this last week.
Exactly, and I'll say it again, that the Young Bucks are portraying the way people see them. And now people are like, I told you. And I'm like, bitch, you're being fucking worked. Okay.
True.
But anyways.
Who's your actual tag team?
My actual tag team might be a little sort of a surprise, but they may not have won the match, but they did have one hell of a match against the Blackpool Combat Club, the CMLL guys, Mascara Dorada, Volador Jr., and Hechicero, excuse me, sorry. Those dudes, like, I've seen very briefly of them.
Yeah.
But it really just reminded me of what I see every Friday night. Like, it felt like, you know, it was almost like a taste of home, you know? We have a lot of lucha matches here. Obviously, I wonder why. But, like, we have a lot of lucha matches, and it just reminded me of that. It was just so good, the fast pace of it all, and just seeing, you know, some of the guys like, you know, Jon Moxley and, you know, Claudio Castagnoli getting to experience that kind of wrestling. I love it, you know? I get you. Love it, and I hope we see more of them. So yeah, those dudes are fucking awesome. They just, again, they remind me of my guys here. So I had to pick that. I was just like, oh, these guys are special. I love them. So
that's if it's like, especially if it's something like you're used to, and it just close to home.
It really does.
Gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And I'm like that. So my tag team, I got one. It was a 6-person tag, technically. From Vengeance Day this past weekend, because that also happened this weekend. No title changed, so like that's why I didn't mention really Vengeance Day.
Wait. Didn't Mello turn?
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Okay,
I'll get there in a minute.
Okay, sorry.
I'll get there when I talked about my mans. But I'm gonna go with the Don. Tony D'Angelo, Channing Sax Lorenzo, and Adriana Rizzo, #call Riz. The family successfully won the tag team match against OTM. OTM and Jada Parker absolutely killed it. I'm not putting them aside by any means. They definitely showed up, and that's exactly what I wanted from this match. And now we're getting Jada versus Rizzo on NXT 1-on-1. I'm very fucking excited. I just love the family, you know, like those are my guys. And Rizzo, shit, come on now, can't go wrong. Who's your woman's?
I have one.
Okay.
She qualified for the Elimination Chamber match in Australia, and I just pre-ordered her book this past weekend. I'm giving it to the man, Becky Lynch. I plan on joining that online, the virtual signing. I hope she answers my question. I hope she answers my question. If she does, I'm gonna fucking cry. I love me some Becky Lynch. She's my girl, so please.
Fingers crossed. Hey,
I think I asked a pretty good question, but I don't know how they selected. Maybe they think, yeah, this is a good question, we'll ask her that one, or if it's like based on who ordered first, or if it's just completely random. I don't know how this works, but please answer my question, Becky. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, that's how I felt like when the Bucks book came out, and, you know, back when I was like a Young Bucks stan back in the day, a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't, like...
They answered your question first.
They answered my question first. I couldn't tell you what the fuck my question was, because I don't remember that far back. But, like, they said Katie, and I said, that's me.
Yeah. I really wanted to do that signing, but, like, oh my god, I was so fucking... Like, I still am pretty broke, but, like, it was bad during COVID. So, I had already ordered the signed copy, and then I don't like when people do this. I guess it's for like to get more people to buy it, but they announced the book. You pre-order the book, or you buy the book, and then we're gonna do signed copies. Oh shit! Now they have signed copies. I ordered the Bucks book when it was first available, but I ended up canceling the order so I could pre-order the signed copy, and then they do like the signing shit, like, oh, we're gonna have a live signing now, so buy your. I'm like, bitches, like, come on now. I'm like, not everyone can or wants to buy 3 copies of your book, okay? So I get it's like a marketing tactic, but I just don't like it, all right? So
But like, stop it.
I couldn't afford to do it, all right? So, but I wanted to, and I didn't. But now I did it for Becky, so I'm like,
there you go. So you get your redemption. You get your redemption
Becky,
arc.
pretty please, Becky. I know I'm gonna wear my chocolate jacket for Becky Lynch jacket.
It's gonna be great. That'll be fun. You'll have to let us know, obviously, if your question gets picked and all that fun stuff.
I don't know where, if it's gonna be like, if there's gonna be like a VOD or something, but I need to screen record that shit. Like,
yeah, I don't think I like did. Oh, I walked away for 10 minutes and we were still talking math and Nickelback. I'm assuming he means Matt and Nick. And we're just sprucing up conversation.
I like that though, math and Nickelback. Okay, sorry, go on.
I fucking love Nickelback, so like, we respect Nickelback in this household. I've seen Nickelback live like 3 times.
Okay.
Shout out. Dude, Chad Kroger puts on a hell of a show. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. My womans, I have 2. Because, you know, it takes 2 to tango. And the 2 tangoed in one hell of a fucking match on Dynamite last night. Timeless Toni Storm and Red Velvet, who has been kicking ass recently since coming back. And I love that for her. The hairstyle, the gear.
The gear is fucking beautiful.
Tony's like old school looking gear too. Like top 10. Pieces all around to Toni Storm. Timeless Toni Storm. And then she got in like Deanna's face and I was like,
it's going down.
If I wasn't already like half gay, like that just proved it. I was like, oh my god. And then Deanna tweeted like this morning or last night saying like what she smelled like, and I was like, I can believe it. I believe it 100%. It was like Love Spell by like Louis Vuitton. I was like, I wear Love Spell from Victoria's Secret. We're basically doing this.
We're obviously the same person.
This is how you remind me. One of the best songs ever. Quote me on it. Hands down. Just saying. All right, Savannah. Who's your mans?
Bro, like you said, it takes 2 to tango. Those motherfuckers went to a 30-minute draw at the opening of Dynamite. My boy, my possibly turned slightly little devil himself. Not the devil, but devil inside him. Hangman Adam Page. And whose house? Swerve's house. Went to a 30-minute draw. We got the 5 more minutes, bro. And Hangman's like, you didn't beat me. You're not gonna. Hangman was pissed that there's
Hangman's
a triple threat.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, which, you know what? Fair enough, Hangman.
I told you that was gonna happen.
Yes, you were right. And here's what's gonna happen. Oh, Joe, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Joe. But Swerve's gonna win at Revolution. And Hangman's gonna be fucking pissed. He's gonna attack him. And that's the official double turn that we're going to get. Because Hangman, and I saw someone talk about it. I think it was on Twitter. I was actually kind of scrolling through Twitter. And someone was talking about how, I wish I would have liked it or something so I could, or screenshotted it. I really wish I did, but maybe I did. I probably did not, but someone talked about how Hangman like is basically losing his mind and he's like at the brink of insanity because like, you know, he's obsessed with Swerve basically, you know, like he's, you know, all up about like, you know, well, he's beaten him twice and that's eating at him. I didn't like it. Okay. But like he's basically going insane. He has this obsession with Swerve because Swerve beat him twice. You know, he broke into his home. Of course, that's just still, he hasn't let that go, which I don't blame him. I mean, I don't think anyone would if someone fucking broke into your house and talked to your child and stuff.
Honestly.
And ripped up your kid's finger painting. But still, the fact is that his mind is so set on Swerve that it's fucking making him insane. And like now, and what happened on Wednesday just kind of showed the way he reacted to the triple threat. Like he's losing his mind. He's like, you didn't beat me. Like this is bullshit. He's losing it. But I'm here for it. I hope this is leading to unhinged, aggressive Hangman Page from Ring of Honor. Bring back the rope, Hangman. All right, like I need that shit. Even if you don't use it, if it's just a prop, just a prop. I don't care. Just please bring it back. I need this aggressive, unhinged Hangman Page that I freaking love from Ring of Honor, like in
Understandable.
2014, 2015.
I get it.
Please.
I understand. Matt said AEW should have used Nickelback's version of Saturday Night's Alright for Collision. Factual. Question of the week: wrestlers and Nickelback songs. I already wrote it down for next week. That's perfectly fine.
Bro, I
If I
don't
keep
even listen to
anything
enough.
else,
I need to listen to a lot of Nickelback. Then I don't know that much about Nickelback.
we'll have to prepare.
Oh my god.
Maybe I won't do it next week because I don't know. I'll think of another. Maybe we'll do that in 2 weeks. So that gives you 2 weeks.
All right, so
2 weeks to listen to Nickelback.
That's all I'm gonna listen to. I'm gonna end up being like one of the most listened like Nickelback listeners on like Spotify or YouTube because I'm just
They're a great band. Yeah. So the 22nd.
Okay.
That show will be our question of the week: wrestlers and Nickelback songs. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that, but like I'm gonna figure it out. Right. Also, press conference update. Triple H is now on the stage talking. I can't obviously hear what he's saying, but nobody's come out yet. Paul is still talking.
Okay.
My man's. This is where this comes up. I'm going with Trick Williams because Carmelo Hayes ain't shit. He pulled some hoe shit like we fucking knew. So let me give a quick rundown for those who are unaware. Trick Mello Gang was in the first match of Vengeance Day, going after the Dusty Classic for the win, for the cup. They lost to the Wolf Dogs, Braun Breaker, you know what I'm saying? Lost to Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. That's fine. Mello took a spear for Trick, like saving him, but like cost him the match. So everyone was like, oh, like Mello's like, it's fine, we're good. But then this motherfucker comes out for Trick's main event, dressed as Shawn Michaels, very much barbershop apropos looking motherfucker.
Oh shit.
So everyone was like, oh god, he's gonna turn, he's gonna cost Trick, and basically did. He swung on Dragunov during the match. Dragunov pushed him, and Mello accidentally, I'm putting it in quotes for those listening, accidentally fell into Trick's knee, kind of taking it out. The knee that was kind of tweaked ever so slightly during the first match. Nothing like too catastrophic, but just a little tweak. Unfortunately, Trick loses, but puts on one hell of a fucking match. Dragunov gets his flowers too, because the two of them were both busted open in the first 2 minutes of the match.
Oh boy, all right.
Trick got his lip busted open during the first match, and he got Dragunov right in the nose.
Oh my god.
Okay. Matt's putting on the press conference. I have it up, kind of, but by the time we get done, nothing's even going to happen on this fucking press conference. It's taking forever. Because like now Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are on stage with Triple H. I don't even know what's going on. But Trick Williams, hell of a match, killed it, did his best, 10 out of 10. And then Carmelo Hayes gets to the ring and is like, sorry, buddy, Trick Mello Gang forever, whatever. And then attacks this man from behind, chair to the knee, bent the chair in half on Trick's knee. You ain't shit, Carmelo Hayes.
Dang, is this the same Katie that's all Mello don't miss?
No, listen, Mello is him. That is factual. It's the same thing how I kind of felt about like Adam Cole at first. When he turned, I was like, we know Adam Cole's the devil. It's fine. I'm going to live with that in my soul. But like, heel Adam Cole and heel Carmelo Hayes hit different and better than babyface versions of them. It's like, I'm not terribly mad. It's just like, you ain't had to break them up though.
Yeah. But
that also means I'm 9 times out of 10 more likely to see Trick versus Mello at Stand and Deliver. So it could all work out for you in the end. Hey, I paid $65 for a fucking ticket to Stand and Deliver. I ain't complaining.
That's not bad. That is not bad.
It was $40, but Ticketmaster fees.
No, but still, that's not bad at all.
And it's a club seat too. I was like looking up like Wells Fargo Center because I don't live on that side of the state, obviously. So I was like, just Googling like how seats look, and it looks like a nice fucking seat. So like, I'm not complaining. Your girl's gonna be busy and tired on Saturday because those are back to back because they pushed WrestleMania's time up for both nights.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna be earlier.
What? Why?
Yeah, I think doors are opening at 5:30. So I think the kickoff maybe starts like 5:30 my time, and I think the show starts officially at 6:30. Don't hold me to that. I know
It's
6:30
5:30.
is on
No,
there
no, no.
somewhere.
That's 4:30. Actually, that kind of makes sense. That actually makes a little sense. Because
Yeah.
they've had pay-per-views where like the kickoff starts at 4, and I'm like, bitch, I'm like not even home yet.
Yeah, so it's gonna be something along those lines. But yeah, they moved times up because like I got Ticketmaster notifications from it, and they were like, "This doesn't affect your ticket. You're still gonna be fine." I was
But
like,
show up early.
"But that means my day is gonna be so long because Stand and Deliver starts at like 11:30.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna be a long Saturday, but I'm ready."
Might need to ask Tony Khan for a special supplement to keep you awake.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Stand and Deliver, go get some food, and then go wait in line to get into fucking Mania, basically.
Probably.
At that point, that's all I'm really gonna be able to do. But we're not here to talk about my WrestleMania week plans. That'll be soon, because it's in like 2 months, and I'm like not really ready, but like, you know, it's fine. Because it's me. And if you know me and my traveling with wrestling shows, I'm very ill prepared 90% of the time.
That's how it is. That's how it be.
My first time to Vegas, I bought a ticket on 2 weeks' notice and didn't have anywhere to stay. So
that's how it is.
That's how it is. That's how it's always gonna be.
Or like you just don't know what the game plan is. I hate not knowing what the game plan is, but like, because like,
yeah.
Oh, we haven't even gone to the question of the week. I'll
No.
probably talk about it afterwards. Yeah. I was like, I just kind of thought about it. I was like, oh shit.
That's all right. But like, so question of the week, because you know, big business. I just thought it'd be fun to either think of some of our own or think of previous ones that have happened. Just like weird, fun, stupid names for pay-per-views, PLEs, TV specials. Like, who the fuck names a show Big Business? Like, let's start there.
Or Great Balls of Fire will always get shit.
Always get shit.
People gave a lot of shit to Stomping Grounds. I don't think that was like the worst one.
No, not at all. Stomping Grounds was cool. Bragging Rights was dope.
Bragging Rights was cool, but like, yeah, people. I don't know why people are such haters.
Haters on everything.
I'm trying to think.
Like, I'm just trying to think of like how do you think of just like a name for something and you're just like, hey, this is it.
Like Mimosa Mayhem. I know that wasn't like an event, but like that was like a match.
That's the name of the match, but that's still in the same vein.
A little odd. But I guess for COVID times, I guess you just needed to really like, yeah, let's just throw everything out there. True. I remember Stadium Stampede. I know not an event, but that shit pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck is a Stadium Stampede? Oh my god, they fucking shut me up with that.
They did. Yes, you cannot spell WrestleMania without EST. Bianca did just show up, and now they're showing a package for Ripley. Love you, mommy.
There hasn't really been like that badly named events, like
which is like kind of shocking.
Like Bash at the Beach, like maybe
that was I think Bash at the Beach
was a WCW.
Is an old WCW pay-per-view because I think Matt and Travis just covered it on Return to Wrestling.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Wasn't there?
I think there was a WCW one called.
No. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong pay-per-view, but there was a Dark Side of the Ring episode on a WCW pay-per-view, and like I was watching it with my dad. I didn't like watch all of it because I kind of showed up a little late. I had just finished recording, and I go downstairs and he's watching it, and it was, I don't know if it was Bash at the Beach, but like I
think it might have been.
Eric Bischoff like said something about Hulk Hogan, like how he's not the real champion.
Yeah.
And was it Eric Bischoff? No, it wasn't. It was Vince Russo. No.
Vince Russo, yeah.
Yeah, Vince Russo, yeah. Not Eric Bischoff. He was in the episode, but he wasn't the one who said it.
Bischoff's always there. Also, I'm not going to end the stream because Ray's coming out. I'm watching it. Oh. I'm not going to end it.
We'll speed run this, all right? So,
sorry. I mean, I can
long story short, wrestling has not completely failed us by naming their pay-per-views.
There's been, listen, the ECW pay-per-views have been kind of whack. There was like The Doctor Will See You.
I'm just gonna straight up look it up. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can 100% do that. You're allowed.
Wrestling pay-per-view event.
Oh, Matt gave some. Starrcade, Bash at the Beach, Great American Bash, and Halloween Havoc were all WCW pay-per-views. Starrcade isn't terrible.
All right, let's see. From 2022, we have 10 worst pay-per-view names in WWE history per the
Let's go.
Sportster. Number 10, The Bash.
When
I
was
guess
it just called the Bash?
it's a WWE acquired the rights to the Great American Bash trademark after WCW sellout. They even made it their annual pay-per-view from 2004 to 2007.
Yeah.
But 3 years later, they rebranded the event to The Bash for some unknown reasons. The problem with The Bash was that it sounded incomplete without the Great American part. It also doesn't make sense why they changed the event's name after doing the Great American Bash for years. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and like they brought the Great American Bash back for NXT because it's one of NXT's shows.
Yeah, so The Bash, yeah, kind of dumb, I'll admit. Number 9, okay, this one, yeah, Fatal 4-Way. I don't know why you need to have a whole event. Maybe it's because like Fatal 4-Ways are like very like, you know, you see
that was an NXT takeover.
Really?
I think they had an entire show. I think it was like Fatal 4-Way.
Okay. I don't remember that, but like I could see why they call it like one of the worst names, like because like it's not like a match stipulation like, oh, like Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank, you know. It's just, that's almost like having it's like almost like having an event called Tag Team, you know, like.
We also had World War III, Hog Wild, Road Wild, Spring Stampede, Sold Out, Uncensored. Yeah, Uncensored was garbage. I watched that shit for WCW.
This Tuesday in Texas was WWE's attempt at doing a pay-per-view on a weekday. But people didn't like this change, and the experiment failed when it didn't make enough money. Not only was this pay-per-view named terrible, but its undercard was also weak. Fortunately, this Tuesday in Texas only happened once in WWE history.
Good.
I was gonna say, I'm from Texas, and I don't even like that name.
Yeah, I knew it was a takeover. It was. Okay. I think that was one of the like Sami Zayn was like fresh.
I don't remember that. I do not remember that.
It was a good thing.
Number 6, bragging rights. We talked about that. WrestleMania Backlash. I can kind of see why people don't like that. Just call it what?
Rhea was talking and Becky's music fucking hit.
Oh shit! I was just talking about how much I love Becky.
Hot take: I don't want Becky Rhea at Mania. I want Liv Rhea. Just saying.
We might get it, but we'll just have to
my hot take. Sorry.
Especially because Liv came back at number 30 at the Rumble, and she
has a qualifying match on Monday for the Chamber, which Liv don't miss in the Chamber. If you all know, you know.
Yeah. But sorry, back to bad pay-per-views. Yeah, like call it just Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. It's like,
oh I remember them throwing WrestleMania in front of Backlash pissed everybody off because we're like, what is this?
Yeah. Number 4, did I? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I didn't skip one. I just didn't realize that was the number 4 already. TLC tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. Yeah, that one was. Yeah, that's one where you could be like.
The stairs was not really needed.
Number 3, In Your House 8, Beware of Dog. Okay, that one's kind of. In Your House pay-per-views were meant to offer fans a 2-hour wrestling event at a cheaper price and compete with WCW's monthly pay-per-view system. The 8th installment of this series was called In Your House, Beware of Dog because the British Bulldog challenged Shawn Michaels for the WWE Championship that night. The show was a disaster due to power cuts, and the pay-per-view subtitles sounded a bit strange. That is a little strange.
That's so funny. I was definitely not expecting like it being like British Bulldog. I was expecting like I don't even know, but like that's fun. Okay, that's not terrible. It's funny.
Number 2, Taboo Tuesday. Another Tuesday.
Why are people shitting on Taboo Tuesday? That is a genius idea.
Taboo Tuesday was an interesting concept for a pay-per-view where the audience could choose the kind of matches they wanted to see. The event took place on a Tuesday, hence its name. I guess because... Hold on, let's see what the else is.
It was like the predecessor... Or I can't remember which one came first, Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday. But like it was like the same kind of effect.
I think what makes it like is like Tuesdays, you know, like if it's supposed to be like a pay-per-view, like
it was weird. I remember that time.
While this is a unique concept, Taboo Tuesday doesn't sound like a great pay-per-view name. 2 years later, the event was renamed Cyber Sunday when WWE moved it to Sunday nights. The final Cyber Sunday event happened in 2008. Then bragging rights took its place. All right.
Okay, but like, let's bring back Cyber Sunday. Like, this is the age of the internet. The fuck, guys.
And number 1, we already said it. Great Balls of Fire.
It was terrible.
Yeah, let's see what they had to say. Great Balls of Fire was the worst WWE pay-per-view name of all time. The title sounds like something Vince McMahon would find hilarious, and that was exactly the case. McMahon probably loved the idea of having balls in a pay-per-view name, and even licensed Jerry Lee Lewis says Great Balls of Fire as the event's theme song. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That's kind of weird, very weird now, like with all the shit that's been coming out about Vince lately.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all the bad pay-per-view names apparently, according to Sports.
So like there hasn't been like terrible ones, but like there's some questions.
Beware of Doug is a little weird, yeah.
Sprinkled in there, plus all the ones Matt said from like WCW.
I noticed that it's not even so much the pay-per-view name, it's more the subtitle. Like, you know, it's not Backlash, it's WrestleMania Backlash. Table, ladders, chairs, and stairs. You know,
yeah, it's.
I was like, I'm like, you know, not Taboo Tuesday.
But like
in your house, beware of dog. You know, like stuff like that. The subtitle. Maybe just don't add a subtitle next time.
That's always a good choice. Yeah. So like there hasn't been like terrible ones, but like the big business thing, I was like, we have to talk about like some of these like crazy names that have happened in the past because I just don't. Sometimes I just don't understand. Like the winter is coming. I like get it, but like we don't have to.
Okay, so like if you, for example, they had it in Texas this last year. That makes more sense because it's not even that fucking cold in Texas by early December. So yeah, winter is coming. But if you're doing it like in a northern state, winter has been there since like October, I would assume.
Winter been there, like
so winter ain't coming. Winter's been here. Yeah, winter's been here, bro. Like, so I guess you just gotta pick and you gotta probably more than likely do winter's coming in the South, where winter hasn't really arrived yet.
Plus, I'm pretty sure the first time they did it was Sting, but also like it was the end of Game of Thrones too.
That is true, yeah.
So like,
I guess another one that's a little more questionable to me is like Fight for the Fallen. Like no one fell, no one is fallen. Like
no one fell. That's.
I mean, am I wrong? Think about it. Fight for the Fallen. But it's just so like it's just thrown in, and then it comes right. I guess okay, maybe it makes little sense since it comes right after Fyter Fest. But not everyone who lost their match at Fyter Fest is going to be featured at Fight for the Fallen. So
it's more so just like I don't know the names that are chosen for those.
I like Fyter Fest better. I don't know why they have Fight for the Fallen.
Fyter Fest is funny just because it was like. The Fight Fest or the one festival that like didn't go according to plan. I'm pretty sure it was called Fyter Fest or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's fun. That's a little play on words. That's a good time. But just some of the shit they've said is like big business. Also, if I see another goddamn Battle of the Belts, I'm screaming.
I know how many of those are. I thought that would be at least a yearly thing, but they have it like every few months. I'm thinking like
there's been at least 10.
I know they're gonna be like next week. They're gonna be like Battle of the Belts 27, yo, and I'm gonna be like, wait, what?
I swear to God, like I wasn't watching the Jericho match because like I wasn't really in it, but I heard them say Battle of the Belts 8, and I said, why have there been 8 of these?
Katie, I think there's been more.
I could have sworn has.
I could have sworn they probably made a reference like, oh, they had a match or this person Jericho had a match at like because I could have sworn I've heard a 9. Like I've heard 9 at some point. Battle of the Belts 9. I'm pretty sure the most recent one was 9. So the fact is that they've had 9, and AEW has been in existence for like 5 years. This year is gonna be 5 years. No, 5 years. 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 5 years. And
there have been 9.
So I knew I heard a fucking 9 somewhere.
9 for what? For what actual reason?
I don't know, especially because it's not like, oh, it replaces Rampage. It's Rampage and then Battle of the Belts.
It's literally this.
It's Rampage after hours. Like, that's what it is.
It's Rampage after dark.
Yeah, it's Rampage. And for those of you who don't want to go home because you like probably don't want to go to your pissed off wife or something, like, stay here and watch Battle of the Belts. You know, like that's what.
It's like, hey, look, more wrestling. Battle of the Belts. Here you go.
Which I mean, okay, like honestly, like, you know, for example, like especially if you're like me, you don't really get to go to wrestling events. I would probably like appreciate as much as I crap on it, but at the same time, it's like, dude, 9 of them like in less than like 5 years.
Completely outrageous, unneeded.
I was gonna say, like, you didn't even have your first belt in the like, you know, your first belt was crowned. Not, you know, September of this year will be 5 years since your first belt. How are you gonna have Battle of the Belts 10 sometime down the line this year if your first belt isn't even 5 years old?
I'm gonna put a premonition out there. I'm gonna put something in the ether. Guarantee we get Battle of the Belts 10 the week before. Okay, I'll give it like a 2-week window. 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after Revolution. Because Tony Khan's sick.
I'm gonna say, you know, after
2 weeks after Revolution is, I think, Big Business. Let me look.
It probably is. You know what it is.
So Revolution's on the 3rd, correct? Mm-hmm. Big Business is the following week. So then the following week after that, Battle of the Belts 10.
I was gonna just say also because it's that close to WrestleMania. Tony Khan's the one to like do shit like that. Like, yeah, let's make it the fucking same day or the right close to each other.
True.
So yeah,
this is all factual. But yeah, I heard Big Business. I was like, we gotta talk about this shit because these suck.
Yeah.
Do better.
Like, okay, maybe it's like kind of, I know where, you know, you want to watch the press conference and stuff. No, just really quick. What, I guess to give him some credit, I'm not saying that like it's the best name, but what would you have named it if not Big Business, you know?
Nothing, because it doesn't need to be a whole fucking thing.
That is true. Name it nothing, I know, right, Tim?
Just AEW Dynamite. I don't understand.
I know, right? I would call it AEW Dynamite. I would say, hold on. Like, not that I have a name for it, but like, again, just Big Business. You know, it would have been so funny. Especially someone who likes to take so many shots at WWE. Could have called it Best for Business. I don't know if WWE has that trademark, but that would have been funny.
I don't know if they have that trademark. I don't know.
But
it would be funny. It wouldn't surprise me.
And I think that sounds a little better than Big Business.
Like, I feel like that's something in like the Lego movie. Like they talk about like Big Business.
Yeah.
Lord Business, President Business. Like, get the fuck out of here, Tony Khan. Over this.
All right. Well, yeah. There we go.
Oh God. Yeah. So that's been the show. It's been a time and a half. We've talked about all the things, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. Okay. The very ugly.
A lot of things.
The disgusting. The sickening.
The disgusting.
Yeah.
All that shit. All right, Savannah. Tell people where they can find you, what you're working on, all this fun stuff.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, but not that much on Twitter, at Y2Garcia _ if there's an underscore. It's not me. That mistake has been made. I don't really have much work. I don't really have that much I'm working on right now, if I'm being totally honest. I'm still, again, January just took so long. I'm still like very overwhelmed with school. It's going to be a heavy semester. Yeah, I guess that's what comes with having it be your last semester. I'll try and throw something out there, like if I do have the time, but I'm just going to like probably wait until after it has happened, or at least after we finish recording to say that, hey, we did this at this point. Yeah. Yeah. And like nothing else like for this, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that and sometimes that's okay. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter, KatieRasson13. Link to about to all the things ShElite Showcase that you're currently watching on Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. or youtube.com/ShElite Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. Like I said in the beginning, Reek will more than likely be joining us next week for the show. So that'll be fun. First guest on the main show that Savannah will actually be here for.
Like, hopefully.
Hopefully. We're going to, everyone keep your phalanges crossed there. And of course, patreon.com/ShElite Showcase if you want to get some exclusive other stuff. Can the sirens
I was like, someone's dying in...
I live on a main road. Cops are always going. Thanks for calming down, guys. Thanks. Anyway, right at the end of the show, always. I do still plan on, again, once I'm feeling a little better, I have an idea for stuff I want to do on the Patreon, but again, I have to feel a little bit better first because I am sick. I have bronchitis and it's terrible and it's a terrible time. But hopefully next week I will be better, coughing it all out as I can, as I do. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, watching. I know we've gotten to the press conference time. We'll talk about the press conference next week if some shit goes down, because some shit's gonna go down because Cody said he made a decision. So we'll find out next week. Oh, great song, by the way.
It is. It really is.
But thank you guys so much for watching, listening, hanging out, doing all that stuff, dealing with our shenanigans. Until next time. Bye-bye.